All heard about the unfortunate plane crash a week ago in Hicksville. Well, I know no one that knows aviation more than Rich Kaplan. And Rich, fill us in on exactly what happened with that unfortunate plane crash.
Absolutely, Howie. Before I start, I just want to wish everybody a very happy 5-year anniversary. Long Beach is blessed to have a show like this that informs people of what's going on in their community, and I'm honored to be a part of it. Now, getting down to the basics, this aircraft was a Hawker Beechcraft model BE-35. Now, for those who don't know what that is a single engine like this one. This is a T-34. It's a military trainer. The one that went down was a civilian version. It is a single engine aircraft that can carry 5 passengers. It had departed from West Hampton Beach Gabretsky Airport. Now, what's interesting about this airport is it's joint operated as a military base for the 106 Air Wing. Now, those who are not familiar, they are very world-renowned. They are a rescue operation that operates C-130s. This aircraft was en route to Morristown Executive Airport in Morristown, New Jersey. There were 2 people on board, the pilot, who has been identified as Don Milo, and the passenger, who was a surgeon by the name of Carl Giordano. The aircraft was at 6,000 feet in altitude, making its rounds towards Morristown, probably in a climb, when he experienced cataclysmic mechanical failure. What I believe happened is that the engine literally died. Now, this aircraft is powered by a piston engine, a 3-blade propeller, as you can see here. Now, this is where it's going to get very, very interesting, but also very sad. He had radioed LaGuardia Air Traffic Control. LaGuardia is based in Astoria, Queens, so we all know. LaGuardia had informed him of option airports. These are priority airports for a pilot to make an emergency landing. You always go with your closest option. Now, I will explain why I'm bringing this up. One of the airports that he was advised to go for was Bethpage Strip. Now, years ago, Grumman operated E-2C Hawkeyes. They would build them in Bethpage and then fly them out to Calverton to be fitted out, meaning the parts would be installed and then they would go into service. Where it gets sad is that this airport no longer exists, nor has it existed in the last 15 years. The pilot had no idea that he was aiming his aircraft for an airport that was not there. Even worse, the nearest airport was 6 miles away, Republic Airport in Farmingdale, which easily could have accommodated this aircraft. Now, what scares me and what has intrigued me is, why did LaGuardia not know that Bethpage was no longer operational? My theory is because it still shows on the map, but not as an airport, but as a Nassau County Police heliport. This is where Nassau County bases their 3 emergency medical helicopters on a 24-hour operation. I believe they mistook the Nassau heliport for an actual airport, and thus the pilot was trying to land. What happened was he had no other option but to land on the train tracks, thinking he had the space to maneuver. The wheels, as you can see, got caught in the rail ties and collapsed under him, causing the propeller to hit the track and the aircraft to burst into a massive fireball, killing the pilot instantly. The aircraft, from what I've been told by both Bethpage firefighters and NTSB, was not only a total loss, it took them 4 hours to get the melted wreckage literally off the tracks. This could have been tragic had there been a train in the area, because it's the main line for the Long Island Railroad, the Ronkonkoma branch. They operate 12-car M7 train sets from New York's Penn right to Ronkonkoma. Had that train hit this aircraft, God only knows what the loss of life could have been. I believe this pilot was not only a hero, but he should be remembered as a hero, for he did what we are all trained to do: aim for the emptiest spot that he can find with the minimum loss of life. Sadly, he passed away, but God bless him for what he did. And hopefully we all learn to tell our congresspeople to give the air traffic controllers accurate info so this never happens again. Thank you and happy 5 years.
Great job, Richard. And We've come to the end of the show. I want to thank everybody for coming, everybody for listening. We had some awesome guests. Thanks to Jordan Plantinga. Logan Cone, and of course our regulars are awesome. Joe Satriano! Pamela Schmidlin! And Christine Filati! And I gotta wrap with this. My name is Halftime. I want to thank you for your time. Please join us next Sunday for an edition of Halftime. But at this time, we are out of time. See you next Sunday!